My name is Fred Mervine from the U.S. I'm working for Healing Jesus Crusade. I'm here helping with their equipment issues, their generators, their trucks, and so on and so forth. We hope to make their job a little smoother and to do the work of God, and hope everybody has a good trip.
One of the things that we have found the enemy uses to fight against us is our equipment and our trucks and our cars. We need the trucks, we need the cars to be able to get to the places that we want to have these crusades. And on this journey, several of our trucks broke down. We were not able to cross. There was one car which we had just acquired, and it broke down on its very first journey.
The journey to the lake was especially challenging because we had to cross the Kwewu Mountains in order to come down to the plains and eventually cross the lake. The trucks, as you know, were very heavily loaded with metals, equipment, loudspeakers, lights, and tents, and all other very heavy stuff, which made the trucks very, very heavy, and the trucks found it difficult to climb the mountain. At one point, the trucks could not go over the hill, and it took several attempts with various strategies to eventually get the trucks to climb over the hill. The main difference between this crusade and other crusades is the fact that we had to cross water to get to the place where we wanted to have the crusade. The other difference was the fact that in order to prepare for the crusade and to gather people, we had to gather them from different islands in the Volta Lake. The Volta Lake is the largest man-made lake in the world, and we had to cross over this lake with all our equipment, all our trucks, and everything that we need to set up a crusade.
heading steadily towards Dunkirk Chrome, towards that front place, and then to Dunkirk Chrome, where we believe that God is going to move powerfully and a lot of people are going to be saved. So I want to welcome you to join with us on the pontoon, enjoy the sights of an African pontoon. Very old boat which could take trucks and cars. It kept breaking down, and during our 5-day crusade the pontoon broke down several times, but by the grace of God we were able to go and come back in time. We actually went to the Afram Plain several days before the crusade, so we were able to overcome all the hurdles and get there and set up before the time of the crusade was due. When you cross the Volta Lake, you come to a town called Amankwa Krom. There are fishermen, farmers, hunters, and you drive through this forgotten area. As you can see, there are no tarred roads, and people live in very poor conditions.
I think it's very nice, and how people have come to join and how you pray for them and with them, and that experience of prayer, I think it is something what is very good. Nyamye nishiramu nida.
Thank you.
Hey, Jesus, to say!
Never, no, I can't even move for the program. Near Geneva, along say, I'm sorry. The map was supposed to be prepared in Massacre.
As custom demanded, we paid a courtesy call on the elders and chiefs of the Afram Plains. The district chief executive, the government representative for Dr. Krom was also there. We were warmly welcomed by all the officials of the city, and we were welcomed to present the gospel and present whatever we had to them. So we were very, very much welcomed, and they were glad to have us with them.
The crusade have reached a dimension which we are now finding it difficult to get a large enough field to have our crusade. So at this crusade we had to, for the first time, cut down the forest and clear a large field. We were blessed to find a bulldozer which was able to clear the fields, and we were eventually able to get a large enough field. It was very, very dusty, and because there's a lot of virgin forest, there were so many insects and flying creatures which tormented us throughout our stay in Donkokro. But all in all, it was worth it. We had a very large crowd at the crusade, and there was a good feeling because we had enough space to have the crusade and to contain the crowds that came.
Baba. Oh.
We had to hire several buses to bring people from different settlements and villages that are scattered all over the Afram Plains. We gathered people from about 256 settlements. Some came on buses, some came on boats, some came by foot. And all in all, several thousand people gathered for the crusade. We're really blessed to see all these people powerfully being blessed and hearing the word of God, some of them for the very first time in their lives. We believe that Jesus died for all these people, and that's why we go there, because Jesus shed his blood for all of them.